Hi friends, welcome to my channel, and today in this video I'm going to show you how to upgrade your vCenter server, which is 6.0 to 6.5 on Windows Server. If When I say Windows Server, means your vCenter server is not an appliance. It's basically a installer on Windows Server itself. So it's type of legacy vCenter server. So we have in this video, as I said, I'm having one environment which is running vCenter 6, and in this demo we are going to upgrade that environment into vCenter vSphere 6.5 on the same server itself. So it's going to be a kind of in place upgrade where we have an existing server with the 6.0 version, and we are going to upgrade the same version, same server with the 6.5. So we'll see how we are going to do that. So uh, supported VMware vSphere path, if we talk about this 6.0, it's supported for 6.5. So before you plan to upgrade your environment, a vCenter environment or VCS environment, you must have to check the path which you are looking to upgrade is supported by VMware or not. So there will in current environment, when I say we are going to upgrade 6.5 6.0 to 6.5, so it's supported by VMware, and you can see the path is here. So if we have a vCenter server 6.0 with the embedded platform service control on Windows, it's supported. After upgrade you can get the vSphere vCenter server 6.5 with the embedded platform. And if you have a platform control on a different machine and vCenter or different machine, that is also supported. So both inbuilt with embedded platform service controller and without embedded platform service controller, both is supported from 6.0 to 6.5. So we are good. So if you talk about here in this window, so you can see on one Windows OS we have vCenter server and platform service controller both, and after the upgrade we will get the same. And if we have a two platform service control on Windows OS and second server, we have vCenter server with the OS, then we will get the same with the 6.5. So it's supported, so we are good with that. So I must recommend to go ahead and check the supported path for upgrade before you plan anything on VMware any product upgrade basically. So prerequisite before you start the in place upgrade. So what I recommend, if you have multiple things which is integrated with your vCenter environment, like you have an NSX or you have a vSAN or any other product which is interconnected with the vCenter server, so you must need to check those product also, like it's supported after the upgrade. And if it's not supported the after upgrade, you have to make sure the fixes in place before you upgrade your vCenter server. So if you have any integrated component, definitely that makes sense to verify those things before you upgrade your vCenter server. So recommended to check your environment. It's depend in environment, like if you have a NSX, if you have a vSAN, so you have to check for those things. But if we talk about the vCenter server independently, I have make sure the prerequisite check here. So the first thing is make sure you have a recent backup of vCenter server before starting upgrade. So when you plan to start your upgrade, I recommend to go ahead and initiate the fresh backup, which is going to be just before running the in place upgrade backup. So it's going to, if any case in you run in any issue, you have an option to roll back and you can go to the your old working edition of vCenter server. And make sure you have a required rights member of the local administrator group. So you need to make sure the server where the vCenter server is installed, you have a local administrator rights on that machine itself. And you must need the vCenter single sign-on credential to start the upgrade on a vCenter server, and verify connection with the domain server and domain controller is working fine. So you need to make sure the vCenter server is able to communicate with the domain controller and the communication is established and good. So, and here's the Final thing, which is the ISO installer of the for the vCenter server. You must go ahead and download from VMware. If you have already, then you are good. So make sure these prerequisites you have in place. So let's go ahead and check my environment first, then we will discuss about further things. So here in my environment, you can see here I have a1 domain controller, which is DC01, which is my Active Directory and domain server, and I have esxi01. This is basically my SAN, you can say the esxi storage server, which is providing the storage to my both the esxi, and I have two esxi hosts, esxi01 and esxi02. So these are two hosts, and finally I have my vCenter server, which is vCenter 6. So if you want to check what is your environment, and if the PSC is control embedded or not, integrated with your vCenter server, so the basic stuff you can go ahead and check the program and feature, and you will find here vCenter server with embedded platform service controller installed. So you can see here my vCenter server is with embedded platform service controller. So this is good. This is the easiest way to verify your if your platform service controller is embedded or not. And you can see the version also, it's 6 dot some build. So this is good. And if I go ahead and log into my vCenter server, so just I'm going to log in and make sure everything is working fine before we initiate the upgrade. So I'm going to type my credential here, vCenter admin, and my domain name victorinfosol.lan, and I'm going to put my password here. So the purpose of doing this, you have to make sure everything is in place and everything is working fine before you start the upgrade, and you have a latest backup and everything. So this is my so now if you go ahead and see your host and cluster, you can see I have one cluster here with the two nodes which is added, esxi01 and esxi02. So this is I have two nodes, and if I go to my vCenter server, you can see there was a one H error. I can ignore it because it was due to I have just rebooted my these machines esxi host. So this is good. And if you go here, you can see the version here, its version information is 6.0.0, and build number is here. So we can see everything is working fine with our vCenter server. So the one thing, it's not going to impact, the in place upgrade is not going to impact any outage in your environment. The only thing, the vCenter server itself is going to be out of service during the upgrade. So this is good. And now we are good to run the in place upgrade. So I'm going to mount my installation media in my CD drive of the vCenter server. So I have mounted the drive here. If I go here, you can see here the autorun.exe is there, so I am going to double click on it. So you can see it's going to give you option vCenter server for Windows, and when you click on install, it's going to basically check your environment, your server itself, and it's going to say you like you have a vCenter server 6.0, and this is going to be a kind of upgrade. So let's wait for it. It will might take some time to to basically analyze the server and give you the installation wizard. So just wait for a few seconds. So you can see now the vCenter server 6.0 with the embedded platform service controller detected on this machine, and it will be upgraded to 6.5.0. So this is good. So it's auto the installer is auto detected the current version, and it's saying it's going to be a basically upgrade. So we are good with that. So click next, and I accept the license terms. Click next, and you need the SOS password, single sign-on password. So I'm going to type my password for this account, and click next, and you can see running pre-upgrade check. This could take few seconds, few minutes. So basically you need to make sure you have enough free space in your CC drive. If you having out of space, then it's going to give you error, and if you have any other issue, it's also going to give you the error now. So one more thing I would recommend here, you need to must check, and if you have any Windows patching available for the server itself, you should go ahead and do all the Windows patching, apply all the Windows patching to avoid any, apply all patches and see if you don't have any issue with the 6.0, and if all running good, then you had go ahead and upgrade to 6.5 dot o. So this is one thing, you cannot modify the existing port which is configured with 6.0 version of the vCenter server. So this is one thing which is a limitation, basically you can say, and we need to use the same ports for the vCenter server, and click next. And this is going to say the upgrade option. So what you have to do, the historical data if you want, or you can only need the configuration, you need the configuration event and task, and you need the configuration event task and performance metric, everything. So I recommend to go ahead and keep the everything. So since this is a demo environment, I have very uh, less, you can say 200 MB data, and if it's your production environment, then I recommend it to go ahead and select the as per your requirement, but I always recommend to go ahead with the um, upgrade everything and retain all the data. So click select it and click next, and it's going to give you the path. The vCenter installation server with embedded platform controller is going to be installed here, and it's required this much of memory, and then store the data of a vCenter platform control on this path and export the existing data. So it's going to export your data here. So this is going to be a you can save this data if you need it later on to as per your requirement or anything. So go ahead and click next, leave everything default. I don't want to join the Mac VMware customer experience for now. Click next, and now you can see what this is going to do. This is going to deployment type with the vCenter server with embedded service control, and I verify the I have a backup, which is most important thing when you are going to run the upgrade. And during the upgrade, a new dialog box will this is going to give you information, and click on upgrade button. So now this will launch the upgrade, and this upgrade process is going to take about I guess 15 to 20 minutes to get the upgrade completed. It's also dependent on how much CPU, how much RAM you have assigned to vCenter server itself. So for me, it's like 16 gig machine with, you can say, I guess 4 virtual cores. So this is pretty fast machine. So it's going to take, I guess, 20 minutes, less than 20 minutes to get the upgrade completed. So you can see this is going to be done in 5 parts, 5 stages basically. So exporting data, so it's going to be in first part it's going to export your data, and then it's going to run the upgrade. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to pause the recording here, and once the upgrade is done, I will resume video from there. So now you can see the setup completed, and your vCenter server 6.0 is upgraded to 6.5.0. So we have completed this step successfully. The upgrade is completed. I'm going to click on finish, and I'm going to delete old vSphere client, but it's got removed and we got new vSphere client. So I'm going to send that shortcut to my desktop, which is basically 6.5 having HTML, also HTML5 page. So I'm going to double click on it, and you can see now it's asking for flash player, so I'm going to approve it. Now I'm going to log in with my user account with infosol.lan, and I'm going to type my password and click login. So it's going to log in with the account which we used to log in previously. So basically in place upgrade is completed, and now we can go ahead and run the post upgrade verification, like everything is fine, and there is no issue. So I'm doing that right now. So you can see I have logged in, and you can, if I go to vCenter 6 server, my server, you can see, let's close this getting start page, then you will see the summary here. You can see it's got 6.5.0, and this is the build number which we have, and you can see I'm able to log in, and we don't have any issue really with the our vCenter infrastructure. Everything looks good. So this is one thing. And if you go ahead and also verify other things like review the event history, review the performance chart, and user permission and roles, so everything you can go ahead and review, and you will see all the data is there. So if I go here on my cluster, and let's go to monitor, and you can see I don't have really any notifications, but I do have some tasks, and see which we have performed earlier, so we got those tasks also. And if I go to events, I can see all the events which we have previously on my infrastructure, so this is good. So we got upgrade completed successfully. So final thing, you need to decide go live or roll back. So since the in place upgrade went well and we don't have any issue post the migration, we can go live with the latest version, which is 6.5. So thank you for watching. Please subscribe me for more videos, and if you have any query, any question related to this video, you can always post me on my given mail IDs. Thank you once again. Bye bye.